In Switzerland, we have a word called Kaffiklatsch. It means sitting down together over a coffee and talking about life. These videos are exactly that. A small pause, a conversation, and a space to reflect. So make yourself comfortable with your drink of choice, and today let's talk about radical acceptance. There is a concept I've been thinking about a lot over the past few days, and it's called radical acceptance. Now, admittedly, it sounds a little bit dramatic, but the idea behind it is actually quite simple. It means accepting reality exactly as it is. Not because we like it, not because we agree with it, and not because we think it's fair, but simply because it already exists. And I think that this is one of the harder things to do when life suddenly goes sideways. When plans fall apart, when dreams crash, when things happen that we never would have chosen ourselves. Our first reaction is often resistance. This should not have happened. This is unfair. Why now? Maybe if we had done this differently, maybe if we had been more careful, maybe if we had planned better. And while these thoughts are completely understandable, they often keep us fighting a reality that is already here. For me, radical acceptance does not mean pretending everything is fine. It does not mean bypassing sadness or disappointment or whatever the feeling might be. It does not mean immediately looking for the silver lining. And I think it is important to allow ourselves to feel the feelings. To be disappointed, to be angry, to grieve the plans that will no longer happen. The problem, at least for me, is not feeling these emotions. The problem is moving into them permanently, pitching a tent there, making a home in the disappointment. Because emotions are supposed to move. They come, they stay for a while, and eventually they pass. I like to think of them like a train. The train of emotion approaches, stops at the station, and then eventually drives off. And I do not need to get on that train and be a passenger of sadness. I can let it pass. Acceptance to me is saying, this is not what I wanted. This is not what I planned. This hurts. And yet, this is where I'm right now. The reality does not change because I resist it. But perhaps I can change my relationship with it. And once we stop spending all of our energy wishing reality were different, something else is possible. We can ask, okay, this is the situation. What now? What is still possible? What remains? What can grow from here? I think acceptance is not giving up. It's not resignation. It is simply letting go of the argument with reality. And then, slowly, gently, taking the next step. Not because we are no longer sad or disappointed, but because sadness and hope can exist at the same time. Disappointment and gratitude can exist at the same time. We can grieve, for example, the summer we imagined and still be curious about the summer that is waiting for us around the corner. And perhaps that is what this experience is teaching me right now, to hold both, the disappointment, the possibilities, at the same time.